But it does take time, it takes years of that.
So this the lineup for the women's kayak doubles, the kayak pairs over 5,000 meters. Francesca Weber and Tina Dietz, they were the European champions in 2013 after their Olympic success in London, where they were medalists there. But not here today, and neither are the Hungarians representatives, so you have to factor that in if you're looking long term to the season. But nonetheless, lane one was the Ukraine, lane two here, Kmetova and Kolova. These two are pretty experienced. They were fourth in the world a couple of years ago, representing Slovakia. And then Romania, well, they were outstanding yesterday. They won the 1,000 meters, and they beat and held off the crew from Poland, who are really very much the form crew. Here they are, Karolina Nye and Beata Mikolajczyk, and these two are consistently strong performers. They were European champions in 2013. Belarus, Makneva and Litvinchuk also keep on the right side of them. They were fourth in the world last year and improving. And then Serbia here, Stanovic and Ruzicic, they were silver medalists last year, the World Championships, but this is a different lineup. And Anishina and Stepanova, only ninth in the world, but they're improving. And then Emma Jurgensen and Henrietta Hansen, world champions over the K2 1000 distance in 2014. And closest to you, the experienced Anna Lahachi and Victoria Schwarz, fifth at the Olympic Games in this boat in lane 9. So the Serbians, who are very much in the middle of the echelon. It was the Moldovan sisters who were the strong representatives. They've concentrated on 200 meters. You'll see them later in the regatta on Eurosport 2 a little later. But this is their representation for Serbia. And these two women were actually bronze medalists over 1,000 meters yesterday. So we've got the gold, silver and bronze medalists all fighting again. But I have to say, as we see the Polish duo, and that's Karolina in the bow, Beata in the stern. The Romanians are the crew to beat, but it is only half the distance. Good start by the Polish.
Yeah, they're a quality crew. Interesting, the start held them for a long time. I'm not sure why that was, but it's the experienced crews that were able to keep their calm in those situations. And I think the Polish in lane 4, who look very good, but want to get their own back, they didn't expect to be beaten yesterday. This is the Olympic distance. This is the more important distance to them. I think they'll try and get one over on the Romanians and the Belarusians, who are either side of them here today. And you can see, I think that's the Polish there. No, in fact, it may well be the Belarusians who've got away to a good start. The Belarusians are very dangerous because these paddlers here were actually in the K4 that paddled so well to win yesterday. So no strangers to crew boats, no strangers to this distance, and have got away over the first half better than anyone else.
Yeah, this Maharita Makneva, but Shishkevich was her former name before she got married, and Litvinchuk. These two have been together for quite a while now, so they know each other. They were fourth in the World Championships, and they've really set the pace out here. They're through the half distance and coming down now, and they're going to be really hard to catch here. Poland are chasing hard on the Romanians, who have still got the edge on them, as you can see in lane 3, but it's Belarus at the moment who have the edge, but the other crews are coming back. The Romanians are coming back at them, so are the Polish, and also trying to get into this, the Serbians as well, coming very, very late. And now the Romanians and the Polish coming through to eclipse the fast-starting Belarus. It's the Romanians furthest away, then the Polish, and it's right on the line. And Poland now, Karolina Nye, Beata Mikolajczyk, they find the pace, they'll lean back, they'll shoot the kayak forward, and they've got there. They've got the revenge they were looking for over the Romanians from yesterday, and Serbia take the bronze as they did 24 hours ago.
Wow, well, what a race. I mean, the Belarusians just did far too much, and you could see the wheels had come off there over the last 50 meters. They were all over the place. The timing was out, the boat was rocking and rolling, and the Poles obviously sensed that. They came through, they made their long, smooth stroke count, and a really good race from them.
Absolutely right, Michael. And of course, if you're close to them in the echelon and just behind, you can read the body language, and you know it gives you that push, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That encouragement. But as you said, they did a bit too much early on. Yeah,
you just sense it. And it was amazing to look at halfway. The Belarusians were miles ahead. You thought, this is definitely theirs. But just knowing the sport, you know that, especially over the 500-meter distance, when things go wrong, they go wrong really badly. Look how far the Belarusians were ahead there. But just after this, they really struggle. The lactic acid's building up in their arms and their legs. They lose their timing and through smoothly to their right. There you go. They're the Poles. Look good. That nice long stroke. Just the paddler behind, paddling slightly before the paddler in the bow, which is the way it works, and came through very nicely. And they'll be pleased to have beaten the Romanians.
Yeah, Serbia just getting the bronze medal at the bottom of your picture there. But that will be sweet. And that's a second gold medal for the Polish women this morning. Follows on the success of Ewelina Woźniarowska earlier on in the very first race. So Czechs 2, Poland 2 in the gold medal stakes so far this morning. And there you have the confirmation. You can see Belarus there in fourth place at the end.